welcome everyone. Thank you for coming, and thank you to the organizers of this event to invite me to come all the way from Amsterdam, and to Pepi, who I've gotten to know personally over the years. I think that is really one of the great advantages of our digital neighborhood, to be able to create friendships internationally even, and to have the support of an online community. My name is Esther Van de Paal, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about our business blog, Baby Chino Kids. So, what is Baby Chino Kids? Baby Chino Kids is a shopping portal offering a curated selection of children's boutique web shops. That means that we are aiming to provide our users an easy-to-use shopping tool by making a selection of the world's online boutiques. We only represent the best, we feel. And so to make it easier for busy parents to shop online and to find interesting boutiques and new brands, as opposed to the big high street brands and the big shops that you're directed to when you're using the search engines. At the same time, we also provide a portal for the brands and the shops themselves to actually be found by key consumers and people who are willing to buy their products. Social media is also an important part of our business. We obviously started out with a blog, and that is still one of our main traffic drivers today. So, a little bit about me and the girls. My professional background is architecture. I'm an architect. I studied in Delft, a University of Technology, building science and architecture, and I graduated there in 2000, after which I established myself as an independent architect. After a few months, I moved to New York together with my boyfriend, and we lived there for 3 years, and I worked as an architect. In end of 2003, we moved to Brussels, where we got married, and where I worked as an architect as well. And after 1 year, we moved to London, and I was pregnant with our first baby. And in May 2005, our first baby was born. Her name was Sarah, is Sarah still. And that was around the time that I met my future business partners. Can I point with this thing, or? Oh, no point. So on the right, Courtney Adamo. She's from America, a journalist. Next to her is Emily Walmsley. She is mixed French-Irish, and she's an animation producer. Then we have Michela Cella, from Milan, an university lecturer, and there's me next to it. So we all were new moms and educated, stay at home, and so we became friends quickly, and we would meet in cafes, drink cappuccino, and give baby chinos to our children, to our babies. Baby chinos, I don't know if you're familiar with it, is warm milk with a bit of frothed milk on top. Our babies would love that, and it would buy us a little bit of time to discuss being a new mom, recipes, where to find the best products, our husbands, everything that new moms talk about with their girlfriends. Fast forward 2 years, in 2007, second babies were born to Michaela, to Courtney, and to me. Emily moved to Paris. She would have a second baby there a year later. And later in the year, Michaela moved to Milan, and I moved to Amsterdam. And this was the time that we started with the idea to start a blog, to continue our conversations online. The idea was to start a portal where we could share our ideas, recipes, products, everything we would talk about before, cultural information about our countries, kid-friendly outings in our city. Basically, the main driver was our friendship and our international backgrounds and our international locations. It would be an online chat between international friends scattered over Europe, sharing ideas about motherhood, and city living. October 2007, we launched our blog. We clearly designed our own logo. We used WordPress as a format. We learned a thing or two about HTML, and there we went. It was still very early for bloggers. It was still kind of unknown in Europe, where in America it was a bit more established as a medium. In Europe, it was really new at the time to have an international mummy blog like that. I think maybe we were the first mummy blog in Europe. Anyway, we quickly created a bit of a following. To give you an idea, in January 2008, we had a bit less of 3,000 people visiting us. Then in February, we had a bit 5,000. By March, we had 8,000, so there was growth. We wrote each 3 posts a week, so we would post twice daily, once on weekends, and that's what we did. Then, in May 2008, we sold our first advertising position. In order to do this, we had to customize our WordPress format, because WordPress at the time, I don't know if it's still the case today, wouldn't allow advertising on their free platform. Anyway, so we approached the website builder, and he customized our CSS, and then so we could start selling advertising and further customize our design. Everything grew. We had more people coming to our website, to our blog, and also the workload grew steadily with all the ads that we had. We had about 25 to 30 running ads, and by 2009, Michaela left the company because she wanted to pursue her full-time career as a professor at the University in Milan. So by that time, the blog was in the hands of Courtney, and I'm in the middle, and Emily. In 2010, we decided to further professionalize our business. So we hired a designer to redesign our logo and the blog. And we trademarked our name, Baby Chino Kids. That year, Courtney and I had our 3rd babies, and Emily sadly divorced and became a single parent in Paris. So there we were. It was 2010. We now had about 50,000 unique visitors to our website. We had grown into an international family lifestyle website. We had contributors from all over the world. We also had 4 city guides that we updated regularly. So it was getting somewhere. By that time, 2010, blogging wasn't so unique anymore. There were more and more blogs around, and also more parenting blogs, and some of them were actually quite similar to what we were doing. Also, Courtney and I, by that time, were spending over 20 hours a week on running the business, answering emails, writing posts, etc. So we felt we had to find a way to generate more income in order to cover our hours, because the ads we were running would never do that. And also we wanted a way to offer something a bit more unique, and we wanted to differentiate ourselves to the other blogs that were around there. In end of 2010 we came together, the 3 of us, and we had a brainstorm session, and the result of that is that we decided to launch a shopping portal. We made a list of all of the brands we had worked with over the years, and we went back to our designer, our website builder, and together with them we created this platform that we built ourselves. In June 2011, we launched with about 100 shops. So the business model behind this shopping portal is as follows. We sell advertising to our members. They become a member for 1 year or 2 years. It's per year, and they have a fixed ad in 1 or more of our categories. We don't really work with affiliates at all. They pay a fixed yearly membership fee. And then they can also buy additional advertising, like you can see a homepage slideshow or homepage buttons that we change monthly, so they buy monthly ads. We have newsletter positions, and we still have blog advertising that they can buy. We currently have over 300 boutique members. We get lots of requests every week, but we have a very strict admission policy. only about 15% of the applications of the shops are invited to actually become a member. This is one typical category page where you see some of the shops with their shop buttons and descriptions. Fast forward again 2 years. Last year, so we had proven the concept, we had shown growth, we were ready for something new. We had seen a trend indicating that there was actually very funny, a need for live shopping again. So we saw pop-up shops, we saw shops actually opening showrooms occasionally. So also our shop members told us that they missed the contact with clients. And also the consumers, we felt, had a bit of a need to go back to the old-fashioned way of shopping. So, end of last year, we held our first live shopping event in London called the Shop Up. We had 35 of our boutiques under one roof, when consumers could come, and we were there for two days and do all of their Christmas shopping in one swoop. Shop Up was a very successful event. It was great fun. So we are definitely repeating it this year, and hopefully we can expand to other cities as well. Social media, our blog, I've heard this before, well, I didn't hear it, but maybe kindly translate it for me, that we work the same. Our blog is purely editorial, so we only write about things that we really love, that we have tested ourselves. All our reviews are personal. As opposed to, of course, our shopping portal, which is clearly commercial driven. We feel the blog is still a representation of the original idea, the 3 friends scattered in Europe, sharing ideas and inspiration. Our Facebook, we've never, besides our blog, done that much about social media, but last year we tried to be a bit more active on Facebook. We now have nearly 12,000 people following us there, which makes it a nice independent medium to give our shops and members a bit more exposure. We can quickly just put a new product that they launched on there without going through the extra work of writing a whole blog review. If there's a new collection, we can communicate that, a nice discount, etc. We also have started giveaways on our shopping portal, which is fun and a good way to actually get more likes. The 3 of us keep Instagram accounts, which is really fun. You can't do anything because these girls told me, oh, you've been shopping today. Yeah, I did do that. But Instagram, I don't feel, is a great way to drive traffic to your website. What does drive traffic to our website is Pinterest. This is our biggest traffic driver. Especially, we feel that do-it-yourselves, recipes, or interior tips are great ways to drive traffic back to our website. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about our team working, roles and responsibilities. Because Emily is a single mom in Paris and she has a full-time job as an animation producer, she keeps only a public profile on Babychina, which means she just writes blogs and she attends trade shows with us. So Courtney and I are basically running the company, the 2 of us. Now, we don't have roles. We just pick up the work where we find it. Of course, we have different talents. Courtney is very organized. She's a very good manager. Emily is great with people and good with HR, and I am the more innovative and crazy creative thinker of the 3 of us. I heard there was an applause for the 4 children. Yes, Courtney and I both have 4 children. So how do we do it? How do we work together without roles or responsibilities? We do respect each other very much. We have the same work ethic. We are both hard workers. We pick up work where we see it. We think along the same lines almost all the time. We're both not afraid to try new things and implement them swiftly. Very important, we're both very aesthetic and very pragmatic, meaning things have to look good and be functional for both of us. And then, of course, the fact that we both have 4 children, a household to run, and a husband who works full-time makes us really understand the busy life of our business partner and makes it work as well. So how do we grow in the future? Where do we see Baby Chino in the future? I think it's quite difficult because it's such a fast-moving world. You can't really think that far ahead, but of course we have some ideas. We want to improve our website. We want to integrate the different parts of our company to become more one. So the social should really be more part of the shopping portal. And we want to try to be more product-based on the shopping portal. We want to strengthen our brands. We're working with brands now to bring out products together. So we do a special Baby Chino line for certain brands, which should be fun. Courtney and I have been talking about starting our own product line. We'll see. We would also like to publish a book in the coming years. That would be fun. Of course, we want to grow our business. We want to, as I already said, try to have this shop up in different cities. First, again, in London. Maybe we can go to New York, Paris, Athens, who knows. We're launching a consultation business. We want to use our expertise and our experience to help establish brands and help them grow on the internet and be more successful. And another thought that we have is obviously we built this shopping portal ourselves, it's our software, so we would like to see it implemented into different verticals. So now we do it for children's wear or children's products. It would be interesting to see if we can also implement it in other fields. Most importantly, for the future, we want to have fun. We love this online community. It's very supportive. And we highly value our friendship, so that cannot suffer. I wrote down some tips and advice, if you're interested, especially for a lifestyle website. First of all, have a story to tell. So I think it's important to keep your identity, to have a strong identity. For instance, we are 3 friends scattered in Europe and sharing ideas. If you find that identity, then stay true to yourself. Also, write what you love or do what you love. If you try to be something else, it's not going to work. Be persistent. Don't expect immediate success. You have to be a little bit patient. You have to wait a little bit. It can take a little bit of time. Be friendly. We've heard this before. It's great to make friends and to work with them, to support your colleagues. Always link to sources. It's a very old-fashioned thing to say. We all know this, but really do this. It's not. I think the online community is very relaxed, more so than any other business. So I think it's nice to be friends with your colleagues. Try new things. I think what I've tried to tell you in my story is try to evolve, keep trying new things. It might not always work, but be innovative. High quality. Make sure that what you do is of high quality. It's maybe it's obvious, but it's very important to have good images. Make sure your text is well edited. If people don't see an appeal when they come to your website, they won't stay. Be out there and be consistent. So post regularly. Be out there on the internet, on your social media, on whatever, Twitter. Although I don't really understand Twitter, but just be there. Also, live events like this. If you go and meet other people, they know you know who they are. They know who you are, and you can help each other. And it's fun. Lastly, deliver mixed content. Obviously, for a lifestyle blog, it's very important to touch different things. Recipes, decor, do-it-yourselves, fashion a little bit, etc.